Hi, I'm Bob McCool, President of Alberici Corporation, and I need to talk to you today about something that we'd really rather not talk about. And that's the possibility of you being seriously injured or even killed on this project, and what would happen next. First, we'd get your contact information from our files. Then we'd see if you have a best friend on the project, because we'd like to have that person with us when we call your family and tell them what's happened to you.
When I did get the call and they told me Jerry was in an accident, he was hurt very seriously, and that I needed to get to the hospital right away.
We're getting ready to load some steel on a flatbed trailer, and we wanted to get the job done and as quick as possible. And as he walked through the stack, between two stacks first, I followed him, and then that's when the load fell on top of both of us. It happened so fast, I couldn't react. Nobody can react. We were trapped. We were getting crushed to death.
I want to share a few facts with you. And you need to know these facts whether you've been in the business a long time or whether you're new to construction. And they are that 50% of all injuries happen in the first 30 days of someone being on the site. And more importantly, 75% of all serious injuries happen in the first 10 days.
I had blood coming out from my side, streaming down a beam, and he knew it was, bad seeing us trapped. And we were both in standing positions, and I'd say we were trapped for at least 35, 40 minutes. And I was conscious the whole time and knew what was going on. And at one time, my legs felt like pretzels. I don't know if it was the spinal injury or the nerves in my back that became numb, but I remember yelling out my legs felt like pretzels.
I realize that nobody comes onto a construction site thinking that they're going to be seriously hurt or killed, but it can happen in any kind of an activity. We never know what could cause it. People have actually died falling 4 feet off of a stepladder.
Never crossed my mind. Never crossed my mind. I didn't think I would ever get hurt,
If you're injured on a project, you're not the only one that's hurt. Your family's hurt, your friends are hurt, and your coworkers are hurt too. And we don't want to make calls to those people.
Jerry was a great athlete, and I just, start thinking about, some of the things we did together, and then what his life was going to be like after that.
Seeing my brothers and friends playing sports, doing the things that I used to do with them, running around, even working as an iron worker. Not doing that, the job I used to do and love. Not doing that anymore was hard.
It's something that you say to yourself, why did this happen to me? Why did it happen to him? Why do I have to live with this, the rest of my life? I feel like I should have been there. Sometimes you think you wish you were the one that was injured and not Jerry.
Our expectations of you and safety may be different than what you've encountered in the past. What we're looking for is a whole new mindset. One where you don't see safety as rules you have to follow, but where it's second nature for you to work safely. There isn't work and safety, there's only working safely.
And when you're standing up in front of a group and you're trying to explain to them about how committed we are to safety and how committed they should be to safety, you look out into the group, and when you see somebody sleeping, or if you see somebody laughing about either something that's being said, it just makes you want to go up there and, say, what is wrong with you? Or we don't need you anymore, if that's the way you feel about what's going on with safety and in this industry. You don't want them as part of the team because they're going to be the ones that's going to get somebody hurt.
I know most of you are more than willing to take responsibility for your own safety. But taking responsibility for your coworkers' safety is a lot tougher. I remember being in the field and how hard it was to go up to another tradesperson and tell them that they're working unsafely. They may not act like it, but they need your help.
We were confident, not cocky, we were confident. We knew how steel worked. But at the time, many of us, didn't know how unsafe it was.
It was structural steel like this that fell on Jerry and crushed his legs. And that was 20 years ago, and he'll never walk again.
It took my legs with a spinal cord injury. It took away, I had a lot of anger, depression. There is a life in a wheelchair. It's different, but you have to learn it. You gotta want it.
Jerry's accident happened 20 years ago, and there have been a lot of advances in safety since then on projects. But just this week, we're waiting on word whether a 21-year-old has brainstem damage from a 12-foot fall. It's still happening. The hazards are still there. I started in this business in the field, and I remember what deadlines were like on my projects. Today, projects are even more sophisticated, and that makes the deadlines harder to meet. I know what that pressure feels like.
Yeah, there was pride in making deadlines. But no deadline is worth getting hurt. No deadline is worth losing your legs.
We're committed to providing a safe work site, and that means a comprehensive safety program, safe equipment, and safe conditions. But you are empowered. You have a right to stop work if you don't feel it's safe. Ultimately, you need to make that decision, and we're counting on you. And it's not just when you think it's a high-risk activity. No level of risk is worth compromising safety.
If you think it's unsafe, you need to say something, or you're going to be like me. I didn't say nothing. I was told to do a job, I did it. You have a right now to say something. You need to speak up.
This is how serious we are. I've explained that you're empowered to stop work if you feel it's not safe. You need to tell your supervisor, and hopefully your supervisor will agree and the situation will be corrected. But if not, you need to talk to the superintendent or the project manager. And ultimately, you can call me. Now, I don't expect that to happen very often because my people believe in safety along with me. But if you need to, you can call me. You can call and talk to me, or you can call and leave an anonymous message. The most important thing is that working safely becomes your way of life.